Good morning, my great scholars. It's a pleasure having you in class today. My name is Mrs. Adekoya. Today's topic is convenience foods. Under the convenience foods, we are going to learn what is convenience foods, types of convenience foods, with its examples. Now, when you talk about convenience foods, these are foods which are prepared, packed by the manufacturers and in ready-to-use form. When you talk about convenience food, this type of food, it needs no preparation. The food has been packed, the food has been prepared, packed by the manufacturers and they are in ready-to-use form. For example, sardine, cornflakes, tomato puree, baked beans, golden morn, etc. Now, what are the types of convenience foods? We have dehydrated foods, quick frozen foods, packed foods, canned foods. Now, these are the types of convenience foods. As you can see the pictures on the screen. You can see the pictures. Now, when you talk about dehydrated foods, for example, cornflakes, instant tea, golden morn, coffee, etc. And as you can see more of examples, these dehydrated foods, the food has been processed by the manufacturers. That is, the water has been removed and they have been processed into this form. As you can see the pictures on the screen. So these are dehydrated foods. Then the next one is quick frozen foods. As you can see, this is meat, chicken, fish. For example, like the meat now, after slaughtering of the cow or of the goat, you can see. The only thing is that when you buy it, then you prepare it. So these are quick frozen foods. We have meat, we have chicken, we have turkey, we have fish. Now the next one is packed foods. As you can see the pictures on the screen. Packed foods like sandwiches, cakes. As you can see cakes on the screen. We have biscuits. We have ready cooked cereals. When you talk about ready cooked cereals, for example, we are talking about rice, we are talking about corn, boiled corn, like this. These are jollof rice, these are ready cooked cereals. For example now, at times you do go to eatery centers to go and buy jollof rice, fried rice. When you get there, you just ask them, please, can I have 2 plates of jollof rice? So that means the food has been prepared and it has been packed by the manufacturers. Your own is just to pay them and they will give you the food. So these are packed foods. As you can see more of it on the screen. As you can see, this Nigeria foods. So all this food, when you go to eatery, when you ask them, they will just pack the food for you and your own is to do what? To pay them. So these are packed foods. The foods have been prepared and packed by the manufacturers. The next one, as you can see more examples of packed foods. As you can see it on the screen. Look at more of examples of packed foods. And the next one is canned foods. like evaporated milk, corned beef, Starkey's fish, all the canned food, sardine, geisha, as you can see the pictures on the screen. These are canned foods, and these are types of convenience foods. Now we have some factors to consider when purchasing canned foods. The first one, the can must not be bulging. 2, you need to check the expiry date as well as the date of manufacture. 3, the can should not be dented. The fourth one, the seams must be intact. Now let's take it one after the other. That is the factors to consider when purchasing canned foods. That is, before you buy any canned foods, you have to take note of all this. For example, the first one is the can must not be bulging. If you look at the pictures on the screen, if you look at this first picture, you can see these two cans. If you look at it already, these are bulging can. Can you see it? These are bulging can. This type of food, you must not buy it. When you see this type of bulging can food, you don't need to buy it. That shows the food inside the can is not good again. And as you can see another one at the other, as you can see another picture at the other side of it, can you see it? This is a bulging can food. So whenever you want to buy any canned food, you have to take note of this. You must not buy, the can must not be bulging. If you want to buy any canned food, it must be like this. Then the next one, you need to check for the expiry date as well as the date of manufacture. As you can see on this picture, you see MFG, EXP. MFG means the manufacturing date. Then EXP, it means expiry date. These are the things, and you can see another one, best before. This best before means expiry date. And as you can see it, any food that you want to buy, or any canned food, any product that you want to buy, make sure you check the expiry date. This is how they used to write it on the canned food or packed foods. You can see, is either you see MFG, which is the manufacturing date, and the EXP, which is the expiry date, or you can see best before. Best before means expiry date too. Expiry date. So you need to check the expiry date, as you can see this, before you buy any canned food or any packed food. Then the next one, the can should not be dented. We have some dented canned food. That shows the food inside that can is no longer good again. For example, as you can see this first picture too, you can see this is dented can. You can see these are dented canned food. You don't need to buy such food. It shows the food is no longer good. If you look at the side of this canned food too, these are dented canned food. You don't need to buy it. So whenever you want to buy any canned food, always make sure you check all this. The can must not be bulging. Check the expiry date and the manufacture date, and also the can should not be dented. Then the next factor, the seams must be intact. As you can see, the seam means where the can is being joined together, and you can see the sides where the can is being joined together. So the seams must be intact. There shouldn't be any opening before you buy any canned food. Now, what are the advantages of convenience foods? Remember that convenience foods, these are food which are prepared, packed by the manufacturers and in ready-to-use form. They're in ready-to-use form. So now, what are the advantages of convenience foods? 1, it saves time. 2, it saves energy. 3, it does not need much preparation. 4, it is easy to get. 5, it is affordable. 6, it reduces planning, buying, and storing of ingredients. 7, leftover food is reduced. 8, more variety, especially for inexperienced cooks. 9, faster and easier cleanup. So these are the advantages of convenience foods. My great scholars, please make sure you go through the topic all over again. Make sure you go through the topic all over again. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. My great scholars, please stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.